Everybody want this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah.
What's the nookie? He gon' eat the cookie, yeah. He gon' eat the cookie all night, Make sure the cookie stick before I eat you. Real nigga, I'ma eat you. I don't care what it really smell like. I'ma lick you up and down just to get you right.
Everybody want this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah.
Woo! Let's get it started, people. Let's get it started. Let me cut the music. Where this damn music at? They ready for the storm. They said they want the storm to come. What is up? Are you gonna go off, ho? There we go. What is up, y'all? We got a whole lot of stories to get into tonight. I missed y'all over Sunday. Yes, the Potomac review is coming. Yes, I am going to get into P-Valley tomorrow. So let me know how many episodes I'm going to have to catch up on. I'm your host, stormmonroe. I got to let you know that my segments are sponsored by Coffee by Kofi. This is a high energy, high caffeine roast by a black, I was going to say black owned woman. She ain't no slave no more. We out of slavery. But she does own her own shit. And I want to let you know the best part of waking up is black owned in your cup. And if you're gonna stick anything down your throat, it might as well be black. All right, y'all. All right. Now, before we get into it, I want to make sure y'all can hear me and see me good. Can you hear me and see me good before we get into things? I got Booby right here. I got, wait a minute, what did y'all name the pineapple? Because I done forgot. We can't forget the little pineapple. All right, moving right along from that because it looks like y'all can hear me. First things first, we got to start off to talk about Summer Walker. Summer Walker, you are an absolute disappointment. You are disappointment to your ancestors, disappointment to yourself, disappointment to your future children, and disappointment to your family and true friends because you obviously ain't got too many of them for them to let you go and turn yourself from a beautiful black woman into a feline cat. Why do all the girls want to look like ashy feline cats? Is there a, now we know it's a whole lot of pedophilic shit going on in Hollywood, but is it a lot of bestiality too? Have the niggas in the industry ran through so much box that they say we don't want human pussy right now, we want pussy. We want a pussy cat. I want that pussy cat to purr. I want to rub it down. I want to eat that pussy cat and see what it's about. Is that what it is? Is that why y'all all around looking like leopard? Come on, let's just break it on down. You had beautiful features before. You sat there, you went to the doctor and got the Jackson Braxton Burris nose. You feel me? And you basically went from, you didn't even have a big nose, but you went from having a black nose and small lips, and now you want a white nose, but black lips? I don't understand. It ain't a black woman alive that needs lips fillers because those lips was given to you by your ancestors. It's in your DNA. All the other girls don't have it, but you do. You think this shit look good? I don't want to hear shit talking about, oh, London being on the London doing this. She can leave. She got all that damn social anxiety. I don't understand why she ain't anxious again her ass beat. I don't understand. But at the end of the day, if you want to walk around looking like an alien from, I don't know if this is Aliens versus Predator. I don't know if this is Jason versus Freddy. I don't know what this is, but I know Wakanda would not approve, and neither was your ancestors. I saw Black is King this weekend. Shout out to Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter, and on Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter internet, we are not big up in feline shit. Now, you've been socially isolating yourself for the longest. I expect 3 to 4 albums by now. You had all that time to get your shit sucked out, cut on. They say, the girls say that your shit ain't even sounding the same now that half your nasal passages is fucked up because you didn't let them chop it off. Why when y'all go chop it off, y'all don't tell them you want a normal looking nose? Why everybody want the piglet special? Does everybody want to look like Tiny? I don't understand. I don't even think Tiny want to look like Tiny. Y'all ready to move on to the next topic? Summer Walker, I liked you better when you were stripping, shaking your ass in the club for dollars and cleaning toilets. You looked your best and you seem to be in the best mental health. Y'all can say what you want about strippers, but when these girls are strippers, they actually act normal. As soon as they make it into Hollywood, they lose their damn mind. Shout out to K. Michelle. Moving right along. No, she didn't get her eyes done. She didn't get the tiny special. We got to talk about thing 1 and thing 2. We got to talk about the most unoriginal bitches on the planet. We got to talk about one that is fine by nature and had a little bit of help with the doctor, and then the one on the left that was just looking just like her daddy. And now her daddy look just like her daughter, and her daddy's a she. It's all confusing, and your daddy got a dick. Hey, your daddy got a dick. Hey, your daddy got a dick. Kylie, come to the camera. Kylie Jenner, I want you to sing this with me. I want everybody to sing it with me. Hit the beat. Hey, my daddy got a dick. Hey, your daddy got a dick. Hey, your daddy got tits. Hey, your daddy got a dick. Hey, your daddy got tits. Hey, your daddy got tits. Your daddy got dick. Your daddy got tits and dick. Did you teach your daddy how to walk on them heels yet? Did you teach your daddy how to soften his voice and be a little bit more passable? Did you teach your daddy how to be fish? Cause he ain't fish. He's very, very, very much spam. Very much pink baloney. You know, how you gonna have the body of a feminist woman, Kylie Jenner, and the mind of an old ass white bigoted Caucasoid man. Anyway, so Kylie and her best friend Stassi, Stassi came around to pretty much take over Jordan's place. You know, it's always got to be somebody there to suck Kylie's ass. So y'all might think that the toilet gets Kylie shit, but the toilet don't get Kylie shit. It's whoever her best friend is at the time, and they swallow that shit. That's why they be looking dazed and confused and out of their mind, because this is a spiritual thing that I already broke down in the video for y'all. See, let me tell you something. The best thing Jordan ever did was get away from these people. I feel like Jordan was actually self-sabotaging her relationship with Kylie, because Kylie did not want to let her nigga slave go. Oh, y'all didn't know? You know, Jordan was her nigga slave. Back on the plantations, you had a little nigga slave that went, a nigga child that went around with you. You kept him on chains. Then whenever where you went, that was your best friend. You didn't let your daddy hit him like that. And you gave him perks. And you know, the Kardashians run things in Hollywood, and they tried to ruin that black girl as soon as they felt like she got out of line and started having some self-esteem, you know, and she wasn't bowing down and pouring your pancakes in the morning like a light-skinned Aunt Jemima. And so, Kylie, now that you done brought blue eyes around, you know, everything you wish you was, but you wasn't, because, you know, Stassi is actually a pretty white girl, and Kylie, you know, you're a manufactured white girl. Can we keep it real? Kylie is not a pretty white girl by nature. You got a bunch of pretty white girls out there. Got a bunch of pretty black girls out there too. Unfortunately, the world done told them that they wouldn't, but that's another video for another day. And so I know Kylie, it hurts you every time to look at Stassi and be like, well, damn, Stassi didn't need that much work. You know, Stassi just got her ass done, and I had my whole body done. Stassi is white, and you know, you're considered white trash, Kylie. You know, you have to be something that you're not. Because see, no matter what, you know, even though I feel like y'all are copying the Claremont twins, and we're gonna look at some pictures to compare them in a minute. At the end of the day, Stassi is still trying to be white. Kylie is trying to appeal to a crowd that she'll never be. You'll never be no kind of colored. You'll never have no kind of melanin. It's not in your DNA. You'll never have no originality, because that's definitely not in your DNA. It's in your DNA to steal, conquer, rape, and destroy. I mean, am I going in too hard? I'm just trying to keep it real and be honest. And so now the Claremont twins is called Kylie and Stassi out for stealing a look, stealing a vibe, even how they take pictures. Look at that. Look how she looking at her. This looks like the beginning coming up on Pornhub. I mean, this looks like porn. I mean, this wouldn't be regular Pornhub. This is definitely Pornhub Premium. You know, when you pay $35.99 for it. Ah, golly, that would be hot though. I mean, but look where they got this shit from. They got it from these girls right here. Now, even though the Claremont twins, I ain't really messed with y'all since y'all was on the Bad Girls Club. I ain't messed with y'all since y'all was black. Now y'all wandering around looking like ashy feline cats as well. And to be honest, what do you guys think? Is Stassi and Kylie copying the Claremont twins? I just want to know. Oh my God. At the end of the day, I'm going to say this. I think that personally Kylie is. Kylie gets inspiration from every single black person that she can. There is nothing that the Kardashians do that they didn't get from a black person first, including black nut. And they, oh God, and they think all the black nut that they swallow, they will, you know, get some of that black girl magic, but they will never have it. You will always be plain Wonder Bread, mayonnaise, spam. You will always be that, and then, you know, you will have to try to copy others. So at the end of the day, this ain't nothing new. Kylie, the Jenners, the Kardashians, they've been copying people. They've been copying anybody with a little spice because they have none. They are very unseasoned. So we're going to play a commercial here, and we'll be right back to talk about once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe. And I'm admitting it. All right, and we back. Let me get these cats off my damn screen. So, wait a minute. Why they don't want to disappear? There we go. Next, we got to talk about Mariah Lynn and Jimmy Smacks. Now, you guys know I already broke the exclusive on Jimmy Smacks. He told us how much he made on OnlyFans. He told us how he got into it. Some of y'all liked the interview. Some of you didn't. But guess what? OnlyFans, porn stars, porn hoes, or people too. And that's what I wanted to accomplish by doing that interview. Now, according to the Shade Room, Mariah Lynn and Jimmy Smacks is a couple. It's official now. Mariah, once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe. And I'm admitting it, and I don't take it back, cause I did this shit, I was a hoe. You know, and then you still want a hoe. More money, you want more money, I want your money, I want your money. Well, I guess you need his money now, because now that you're not on Lots and Hip Slop anymore, you don't have a way to pay the bills. See, one thing about it, I truly believe that before Jimmy Smacks came in your life, he was paying your bills by aborting Richie Diabetes' fetuses. Oh yes, y'all didn't know Mariah Lynn has had more babies inside of her pussy in the more babies inside of her uterus that she scraped out and sent to heaven or hell, depending on what you believe in, more than a day cash. She didn't scraped out more kids than a little bit, and she should have been swallowing more. And so, I gotta say this to you, Mariah. You might be queen of the hoes, but I just think you queen of abortions, queen of Planned Parenthood, queen of bad decision making, queen of the epitome of childhood trauma, queen of no direction in life. This is what happens when you don't have a two-parent household. This is what happens when you don't have a father around. This is what happens when you come from a drug addict, prostitute, the neglectful ass parents. This is what happened. You get a Mariah Lynn who wouldn't want to slip on a rubber. She would just rather take in sugary cum from Richie Diabetes. I got a question, Mariah Lynn. Sorry, I don't want to disrespect you. You know, all the cum you took in from Richie Diabetes, did you get the sugar too? It didn't raise your levels at all. You didn't need an insulin shot after taking it, you know, down her. You didn't take enough down her. I mean, or maybe you was guzzling it down your throat and he was just still putting it in the pussy and still getting you pregnant. You probably should have kept a few of them kids, because you know later on down the line when your hoeing days are behind you and you have no other way to make money besides having babies and getting a government check, you are going to wish that you did not scrape your uterus 5,000, 2,500, 600 damn times, Mariah Lynn. But we're gonna pray for the best. Maybe by then you can use somebody else's uterus. Hey, Gay Michelle, in order to do it. And so I said, what did this couple need if they're going to make it? I want them to make it. Jimmy Smack said he want a baby, but I don't know if he want a baby by you, Mariah Lynn, but you are white, allegedly, and you do have straight hair. And so we know that a nigga would get anything pregnant with blue eyes and a straight hair and nobody. And so I want to just send you guys some condoms, after morning pills, all right? I want birth control pills as well. Let's try to prevent this pregnancy before and after the sperm hits the egg. I'm also going to send you guys some premium hangers that I got off of Amazon to scrape their uterus just in case if you need. I know with COVID-19, I don't know if it's easy to get an appointment in Planned Parenthood, but you don't even have to worry about that. You know, you're going to YouTube it, learn how to do your own at-home abortions, and scrape your uterus in peace, since you clearly don't want to use no damn rubbers at all, especially with a nigga. Now, moving along from that, I want to actually show you guys them kissing in the car. I don't believe they're a couple. I just think they did some OnlyFans videos. But Ryland is a hoe, Jimmy is a paid hoe, and it's okay. I'm not mad at this couple at all. Get your money how you live. I mean, if you want lies and hips, like, we pretty much know that you owe a hoe and you don't really care about your future, your future prospects, and you didn't really come up for shit that want to be on a shithole over production like that. Shout out to Mona. Now, next, we got a Mercer here. My bad. We're going to be back to talk about Tahiri and Vado. Now, are you tired of being fat as hell? Are you sick of your breasts hitting your lap when you sit down? Are you embarrassed every time you go out and people think you pregnant, but you really not? You just had a big burrito last night. If you were going through them problems, and guess what? I got a solution for you, and your solution is going to be found in NUTRABURST. Now, before you get mad, let me let you know, in addition to using NUTRABURST products, you're going to need a healthy caloric deficit diet. But one of my favorite products that NUTRABURST offers is called Resolution Drops and Life Drops. And I'm telling you, they help me not eat as much because, you know, I'm a cookie monster. I'm a slave to that pata monster. So if you a slave to the pasta and the cookies like me, get you some Resolution and some Life Drops. My link is in the description box below. All right, we back. And now, really quick, I had to come and talk to you guys about Kiki Wyatt, because apparently Kiki Wyatt, yeah, we all know her. She is Mother Earth. You know what I'm saying? She got one of the best throats in the industry. You know, Kiki Wyatt, Jennifer Hudson, Aretha Franklin. Who else got a good throat in the industry? Fantasia. You know, I would just really love to see a singing competition between Jennifer Hudson, Kiki Wyatt, and Fantasia, and just see who's going to end the song first. Because I just believe that them three are trying to sing all on the same track. It's going to be all kinds of spit on that microphone, and we will be there forever, all right? Kind of like a Lauryn Hill concert, because she is 5 hours late to every concert because she got to get her chakras right before she comes up and performs. And my whole thing is, Lauren, that ain't your chakras, that's weed and crack. Okay, now I want to play you guys this video of Kiki, and I want y'all to let me know, is she pregnant again with the 11th damn child, or is this just leftover baby fat? Is this a little corona weight on it? Y'all let me know.
Ask me, who is one of the greatest voices of our time? Kiki. I say Jennifer Hudson. We get on the phone and we argue. She say, no, you don't know you. No, you know you.
Jennifer looks pretty good.
So anytime she's singing in my city, I gotta come out and see her. And I love her for that. And I was finna get up here, but she said, oh, hallelujah. Teach me some of that shit. Girl, you're loud. I can't hear me though. I can't hear me neither. I can hear you. We can't make it. Oh, there you go. There it is. I still need mine up. Can you hear us now? Can you turn mine up? I'm trying to do what you be doing. What you be doing?
All right. Y'all tell me. Does she look pregnant or not? How old is this vid? This was just a couple weeks ago. Oh, actually, I don't know. Well, the neighborhood talk posted it, so it wasn't that damn long ago. I'm just here to ask y'all, is she pregnant or no? I don't know. I'm going to let y'all tell me, but we're going to move right along because we ain't got all night. We need to actually talk about Vado and Tahiri. Now, last week, as we saw on Live's boot camp, you know, marriage beat a whole ass boot camp because everybody's getting beat up, including Willie from day 26. Willie, how embarrassing is it to know that you got screwed over by trade 2 times in your life? Once when Diddy put you in the shithole of a contract that still had you broke after, and then when Hazel E's boyfriend beat your ass in that kitchen. Damn, Willie getting old. He pushed you down so hard it took you about 10 minutes to get up. Your girl had to come and fight. Well, now you know how your wife feel when she been fighting all them hoes off you from years, all right? We ain't forgot, Willie. We ain't forgotten that shit that you did. Now, moving right along, we got to talk about Tahiri, our favorite H.B.P and Vado. Who? We don't know him. Who? Do you? Because we don't. Now, apparently, Tahiri misses Joe Budden so bad, and she just misses having the man around so bad, and she got so desperate that she took in Vado, someone that she is intellectually mismatched with, and somebody that pisses her off. Now, one thing about it, you know, Vado struck me as a little, how can I say it? What you call them people? I mean, I ain't saying Vado rode the short bus, but I'm saying I feel like he rode like the medium bus. He wasn't on the regular bus with us. He wasn't even in the back or running after it, but he wasn't quite on the short. He was right there in the middle, just borderline, borderline about to drool all over him, and he needed a bit. I did all that to say, Tahiri, you have truly fallen from grace, from that cute, vibrant, young, tight girl that we met on Lies and Hip Slop to fighting and getting yoked up and choked up by a nigga on marriage boot camp that don't even got a job. Tahiri, why are you wasting your time with a man like that? Why does any woman waste her time with a man like that? You in your golden years at this point, Tahiri. How many more years this guy gonna give you before you can even produce a child and have a family? Which I know that's what you're trying to do. So you can't afford to be wasting your time on niggas like this. And this ain't the type of nigga that you want to get you pregnant. I mean, you at that age, and even if you was to accidentally get pregnant by him, by now your doctor gonna tell you to go ahead and have it, because he don't know when another egg is gonna successfully drop again. Tahiri, is this what you want for your baby? Do you want your baby to, having trouble spelling their name? Can't see, can't hear all that good, can't take directions, you knocking him upside his head, just like his daddy. Vado look like he got some strong ass genes, so y'all children will look just like him. You gonna be running them children around like Santana, still trying to tell everybody that he Latino, even though, he got daddy coarse hair, because you don't like it when he had daddy coarse hair, because for some reason you forget that shit under your weave is coarse too, just because you light enough and know enough Spanish, and your eyes are a little bright enough to pass along. I still don't understand why y'all in New York talking about anybody with a is Spanish, because Spanish comes from Spain, not Puerto Rico, not Dominican, not Hispaniola, none of that. That's Hispanic, not Spanish. But I'm not from New York, so I don't understand the culture. And so I say all that to say, Tahiri, you can't afford to be wasting your years on him. You seen what Erica had to do, right? She had to settle for a cornball like Safari, but at least Safari, Safari low-key really ain't got no job like that either, and we know that. But at least Safari would jerk his dick in the sink in order to pay to take care of his damn family. Ain't nobody paying shit to see Vado do anything. Apparently not paying him to write damn song either, because he's number 100 and something on the charts. I mean, I've never heard of him until he got on WeTV, and we know WeTV is Wick TV and don't give you nothing but crumbs and a link card. And so I'm trying to figure out, what else did you expect, Tahiri, when you're emasculating a man that ain't even being a man in the first place? I want to let you know, Tahiri, you are no better than Jada. Well, no, at least August had a job. Wait a minute. August at least had a job, and Jada got enough money that she just wanted to feel good. And maybe you with Vado because you just wanted to feel good, but I want to let you know you don't have too many more years to spare. I suggest, Tahiri, you go around there, get on your knees, give Joe Budden the best sloppy top you ever had in your life, and go ahead and settle down with that old man. Not that Sis Santana nasty ass ain't riding there no more, because Sis Santana didn't want to clean shit. Why all you rich old niggas get with women that don't clean? Let's keep it real. This is 2020. Who's raising these girls if they just live in filthy ass houses? I'm sick of seeing that shit. I'm sick of seeing it on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all that. You got your titties out, you got your ass out in the frame, you got music playing, you always got music playing, you don't know the words to it. By the way, stop taking them videos and putting them on Instagram where you trying to show off your hair and you're mouthing the words of the song and you don't really know it, especially if it's Nikki, because we don't tolerate that on Nikki or Beyonce's internet here. Stop trying to sing the words to Nobody and you don't know the lyrics. Is one Google schmoogle away. If I can figure it out, I know you can too. And so at the end of the day, who's raising these nasty ass little young women? First of all, just nasty ass dudes still don't know how to wipe their ass correctly. They're walking around with shit stains all in their drawers and living shit stains on their couches. Y'all can't even, a lot of y'all can't even make love good to your man anymore, because as soon as you get up, you're like, damn, I know it's supposed to be a little funk in this bed and a little sweat, but why it straight smell like shit, like straight shit? And it's because he ain't even learned how to wipe his ass good, and now your sheets is ruined, and you like, damn, that's really sad. And you done sucked the dick of a dude with nasty ass shitty draw, so you got shit in your mouth too. I just want you to know. But moving along from that, Tahiri. I can't even say have times gotten that rough, because this man can't even help you with the rent. Tahiri. Why you want to be with any man that you get up and go work 2 and 3 jobs and he at home on the couch? You fighting at him. He look like he eating good. You obviously feeding him plenty of arroz con pollo, all right, with a little adobo in it. Oh, even though my people boycotting adobo right now, go get you some prima donna seasonings. But anyway, I say all that to say you got yoked up by a homeless. This is a hobosexual. Hey, Egypt, Chris. You got yoked up by a dude with no job, no benefits. He can't give you nothing but a soul back, and apparently he ain't hitting that right, because you still got too much mouth for somebody that's getting their back blown out on the daily. And ain't no way you'd have a little less mouth, at least, because you didn't even have this mouth when Joe Budden was doing you wrong. And that's when Joe Budden could actually get his dick hard, because he was high on cocaine all the time. As if I don't know, cocaine keeps your dick really hard, but it goes numb. But you ain't heard that from me. So does heroin. And so I just sat there as you got yoked up and choked up and damn near got your lights and your head blown off. I was just like, damn, how far has the baby fallen? And so it ain't really much I can help you with. Vado gonna be who Vado is. Vado wants to go back to his baby's mother's house. I suggest you let him go around there, because she know her nigga and she gonna take care of her nigga, and he just gonna be a no good nigga forever. He can be a stay-at-home daddy. At least let him go do that, Tahiri. But other than that, this relationship is done. If you get back with him, we're not gonna give you no sympathy. And I mean, figure out your life. This is a whole new low. You didn't deserve to get yoked up, but I'm just saying, if y'all got to fight, it ain't worth it. Especially when he ain't even paying your bills. I mean, you know, y'all go out to McDonald's and, you know, he got his hands in your back pocket because you paying. We all know when you see a couple out in the, oh, I'm finna piss some of y'all off, and a woman paying because she stands in front and she orders for her man with a little bass in her voice, because it's something about women. The more you reach in your pocket, your box dries and your voice box deepens, because it's just y'all don't like that. Women say they ain't even going half. They say they go half with a roommate, not a man. They say your money is her money and her money is for her beans, her baby beans. And so at the end of the day, Tahiri, shit, I'd be so embarrassed. I filed charges on him and put him away just for the hell of it, just so you can get away from him. Does he not want to leave your house? You know, dudes that ain't got no job and ain't got nowhere to go will beat the hell out you to not leave your house. That's what you call the police for. But all you niggas that ran away to police, so I guess the police said we ain't even come around dealing with no domestic disputes. I don't know what to tell you. Go around there by Joe's house. Vado got to leave to go get his haircut at some point. Run as fast as you can to Joe Budden's house. I don't care if he got to hide on in his trash cans until he get home from doing one of his podcasts, and you beg and you plead for this man to take you back, because Lord knows that's the only option that you got. Thank y'all for the donation. What y'all you know, I always gotta come back and ask y'all, how hard was that? How hard was that? I don't. Do you think it's really any helping, Tahiri? Is there any helping, or how hard did I go on Tahiri? Does Tahiri get the message? I hope she gets the message. Let's see. Unless I'm asking for the card, that goes to our joint account, not the trash cans. Will beat the hell out you. Yeah, she did hit him with the apple because she ain't got no respect for him. Okay, moving right along, we got to go on to the next one, and we got to talk about Diddy and Loon real quick. Now, Loon was a rapper. I don't really remember him. I was probably a little kid when his music was out. Maybe y'all remember him. You know, this is him at one of Diddy's many parties, one of those secret parties, you know, one of those Shamar Moore secret parties. Didn't I tell y'all about, did I ever do the video about Shamar Moore's naked parties? Did I tell y'all that? I think I still owe y'all that video with the R. Kelly Satan video too, but yes, that's how they get down, you know. I mean, you go in there with no clothes, you wake up with bloody sheets. Okay, and so now this rapper They did a whole bunch of time in the pen, probably for some shit that Diddy told them to do, because everybody go to jail for Diddy except for Diddy. Diddy daddy, everybody is everybody's daddy. You know, Loon posted something to his Instagram and said, hey, I'm out. You know, I'm out, ready to hit these streets again. And Diddy, just like Satan comes in, he said, get at me, King. And I want to say, no, Diddy, you're going to leave Loon alone. See, Loon might have think that he had a rough life behind bars, but what Loon got to realize is that he actually made more money making license plates and bullshit in prison and possibly getting his ass busted out and shanked than he ever did on Bad Boy Records, because ain't no kind of rape like a bad boy contract rape. Get the strap for that for everybody that got ran through on them contracts. Can we keep it real? I just want to keep it real. And so at the end of the day, Loon, you was better off in prison. You made way more money. You gonna come out with more than end. At least when you got out of prison, they gave you a bus card and $55 and a hot meal and your clothes back. And when you get in a contract with Diddy, you don't even get that back, including your soul. And so Diddy, instead of worrying about trying to now take whatever else left Loon got to offer to the world, instead of trying to take him back into your good graces, you know, only to swallow him whole again, because everybody around you gets swallowed or worn out. What I want you to do, Diddy, is give reparations. Let's talk about reparations. See, we talk about how the government owe us reparations, but we ain't gonna never get them. They gave it to us in this thing called stimulus checks, and they gave them to everybody. They don't want us to get ahead. They don't want us to leave, because this country gonna be dry, unseasoned, and boring as shit without us. Who they gonna have a copy if all the black people leave? They steady telling niggas to go back to Africa, but who gonna be the niggas once we go? Ain't man race gonna let us go. Who gonna do it? The Mexicans that came up too much. Is this gonna be the Asians? Is the Asian gonna be the new nigga? The Asian ain't gonna be the new nigga. They go back to their homeland where it's disease filled before they deal with that shit. I'm just saying that, so can't nobody deal with what black folk deal with. I say all that to say, while the government owes us reparations, Diddy and that $800 million owe a lot of women and people in the industry reparations as well. You know, for abuse, suffering, being held against your will, asshole blown out, bleeding, bad contracts, slave contracts, sharecropping contracts, etc. And so I personally want reparations for Cassie, all of the hoes that got stomped out in the closet and got them closet abortions allegedly. I want reparations for what was her name? Boom cat. Lorianne, there we go. I want reparations for her, the band, the original band, because they all went back to regular jobs. Day 26, Danity Kane, Donnie, Dirty Money, Pokalina still can't pay her damn light bill. Mario Winans, I want one for New Edition, Shine, Young Jock, and Biggie, because word on the streets that Biggie was getting ready to leave before he got murked, killed, whatever you want to call it. And so that was pretty much all I had to say about that. I don't want to see a master take in another slave. The slave days are done. You done made enough money off people. How much more you gonna suck out all these folks? Matter of fact, send some reparations to Lori Harvey as well. Because, you know, she got ran through too, you know, by the Diddy tribe. Instead, you know, they always say motherfucker. Motherfucker is a word. But I feel like that, you know, we gonna call the Diddies the Combs. We're gonna call them the father fucker, the family fucker. Because when you fuck one, you fuck the whole family. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Moving right along, let's play a commercial and we'll be back to talk about J.W. Lucas and Tamika Mallory.
Asia, your skin looks amazing. What are you doing?
Thanks, girl. I discovered these life-changing products called Shaw's Creations. I've been using their toning up package, and it has really made a big difference. And they have products for everyone. So if you have dark spots, stretch marks, acne, pimples, sun damage, psoriasis, eczema, or age spots, anything, they have products for you. So you should call them today.
I'm going to call right now.
Call 240-288-3414. That's 240-288-3414. Or visit shawscreation.com.
Shout out to Shaw's Creations. Now, we're going to move right along and really quick talk about J.W. Lucas and Tamika Mallory. Now, today I ain't got nothing bad to say about Tamika Mallory. This is all about J.W. Lucas, who is a producer in the industry. If you guys do not remember, let me remind you really quick that the Shade Room posted a video of J.W. Lucas telling Tamika that basically we don't need to be marching for Breonna. We don't need to be talking about Black Lives Matter. Basically, J.W. Lucas was getting out of his lane. And I'm here to say, J.W. Lucas, since we don't need to talk about Breonna Taylor, since we don't need to be marching for Black Lives Matter, since we don't need to do none of that, you don't need to make no more money off of niggas. Your nigga time is up. And so I need you to get up and go produce your own people shit and leave us alone. Because see, at the end of the day, you don't fit in with your people. You were trashy to your people. You like trashy things. You know, back in the day, hip-hop wasn't cool, you know, but it's cool now, and all the white kids want to do it. You know, ain't nothing right to the suburban kids like it, apparently. And so you wouldn't, just like you wouldn't be shit without us, you know, we wouldn't be shit without our ancestors and our predecessors and the people that laid their lives on the line before us. And so check yourself before you wreck yourself. Why do all these white folks think they can speak out on black issues? Why do y'all all have a superiority complex when you couldn't make or do shit on your own? I'm not talking about the ones that make money off white culture. I'm talking about the ones that make money off black culture. You have no talent. You bring nothing to the table except, you know, marketing off of the backs of blacks. And so you with no lip, canker sore having, herpes sore having ass, because you know they always got sores running around their mouth. You know, it's always either here, here, or here, and you be like, damn, you ain't gonna cover that up or nothing. You just gonna let that pus fly out. I mean, you really gonna be trying to offer me a bite of your food and I literally see that herpes blister bleeding? You know, you're not gonna do nothing about that. Why you don't believe in Carmex or Vaseline? You just don't believe in none of it, huh? I mean, okay. Now I say all that to say, us as a people, we gotta stop letting everybody in and stop letting everybody come in and not respect us. See, black people, you can't go in no other culture without paying respect and homage to the ones that paved the way for you. And so from now on, we want to make sure that any white person that come into our shit and make money off our shit and have the nerve to speak on our shit quickly get put back into their place. And J.W. Lucas he ended up having to apologize because a lot of people just weren't going for that shit. Do we believe the Caucasoids apology? No. I mean, hell, the Pilgrims was nice to the Indians before they slaughtered them, you know, the alleged Indians, because, you know, them Indians that you be seeing on the frame ain't the real ones. Allegedly, they was a little bit more kinky and not, you know, Pocahontas from Disney. And so that's all I got to say on that. Stay in your damn lane. Stay out of our shit if you can't get with our shit. We go in any other culture, we gotta, we gotta double back and we gotta compromise. Bitch, you gonna compromise too. Now, moving right along, we gonna talk about Andrea Caldwell. I wanna show y'all his fight. He didn't learn how to throw hands. We so proud of Andrea. Andrea done stood up for herself. Look at good sis here. Look at good sis. Well, good sis said my nails may be done, my feet may be done, and I might like women's now, but I can still get down. Hold up, let's play the video and we'll be right back.
And not the, and he got the nerve to have church music playing, and you over here. Dang, your ass swole. In that order.
Okay, we back. Did y'all see our good sis? Andrea beat the guy up and then start praise dancing after? If you guys do not know, you know, the St. Louis is just a wild ass place. But Andrea had to beat up the white Wonder Bread, Andrea had to beat and stomp Wonder Bread because Wonder Bread called him an N-word, and basically Andrea had to get down. And I said, damn, Andrea, you done learned how to fight after years of getting your ass beat by everybody. I said, well, damn, only if you could fight homosexuality the way you fought that white boy, maybe you could actually get delivered. But we ain't never believed you was delivering, Andrea. We know it's all a joke. We know it's all for money. We know it's all for clout. And we ain't mad at you. We love you, Andrea. You are our favorite aardvark. You are our most entertaining aardvark. I'll never forget you elbowing all those white people at that church. But I say all that to say, Andrea, learn to fight your other battles the way you fight that. Learn to fight trade that way. Learn to fight and keep your way out of jail that same way. And learn to fight homosexuality the same way. Learn to fight your face and learn how to look normal too. I swear you're not actually human. Moving right along really quick, because I'm going to do a breakdown video on this later this week, not today. But we just had to touch on the fact that it's been a whole lot of documents released on Epstein Island. It's been a whole lot of shit that then came out, and a lot of our favorite celebrities was on those flight logs, you know. And I came here to say that I hope that Jeffrey Epstein is in the deepest pit of hell. I hope that Satan is sticking his pitchfork right up that rear with no Vaseline, no spit, and no lube. You know, I hope that hot lava is being poured down your throat for all the shit that you did, for all you pedophiles. I hope that happened to you. Leave little kids alone. Leave these young girls alone, period. You want hoes, get you some. There's plenty of hoes that'll smut themselves out and degrade themselves. But now y'all like children because you know you can control children and they're cheap. You know, you done took these girls' innocence, gave them all kinds of STDs that they not going to tell you about, because a lot of these men are old and perverted and they don't use rubbers ever. As a matter of fact, Donald Trump, after he screwed one of them hoes, and she said, well, what if I get pregnant? And he threw $300 on her cum-filled stomach and said, then get an abortion. Rich people don't use condoms. A lot of your favorite celebrities have STDs. Let me just tell you that about 80% of the industry has herpes. A lot of them have HIV, more than you know. And you simply take your medication. You can still screw, and you still ain't even got to use rubbers to pass it along, because yes, if Magic Johnson actually has HIV, I'm going to let you know that him and Cookie do not use protection. Now, moving right along from that, I say all that to say that one of Jeffrey Epstein's requirements for his island is that it couldn't be no black girls. No black girls allowed. And I had to give a congratulations and a thank you to the deepest pit of hell to Jeffrey Epstein for finally using racial prejudice and racism in the best way. This is good. Black women, black girls, be happy. Wasn't no black victims. We don't want none of that shit. We got enough people over-sexualizing us as a race to be a part of that shit. You don't want no black girls? We ain't mad. Same thing with Chris Brown said he didn't want on that be his. That's fine. Ain't nobody trying to get their ass beat, and so on and so forth. Every rejection is for your protection. Always remember that, because the Lord says so. And that's all I got to say on that fool before I drag his ass later this week. Now, we got to talk about our two favorite studs, Mimi and Ty. Look at Mimi. Laramie, you have come a long way. Laramie has pulled herself up from almost being dragged into a billion-year contract with Scientology, because if you guys do not know, in order to get into Scientology, maybe y'all need a Scientology breakdown video too. You sign a billion-year contract. You put your pen to the paper. You also go through certain trainings behind the scenes where you tell all your deepest and darkest secrets to them. They call it training. You know, they tell you it's training, but it's actually blackmail, so you can never leave. This is why John Travolta ain't left, even though he done lost a son and a wife and that shit. That's why Tom Cruise ain't never left, even though he done lost his family and the shit too. They can't leave because all of their shit will be aired. Even though, I mean, y'all sleep with me, and I don't understand what's the big deal, why y'all don't want that to get out, but whatever, you know, do you, I guess, and keep working for the man and giving all your money to a church that don't pay taxes. Anyway, I say all this to say that Mimi, Faust, and Ty, they are engaged. Mimi is from Love It, Lies, and Hip Slop. We know her from being, basically having her youth wasted by the Stevie Dog Stevie J. You know, we know her from the Shower Rod. You know her from this sex thing. That was just a horrible sight. I should have known. Y'all make them sex tapes, but y'all really don't make them appealing. I'm like, is that how she really get down? I mean, Mimi gives us the and then Kim gives us the ranging or killing my ass, baby. Oh my god. It's just like, really? Y'all trying to be cute for the camera. You know, Mimi and Nico. You know, by the way, I just remember too, Mimi, this ain't your first time you was in a relationship with a stud. Your first stud was Nico. But I say all that to say, even in the video, you got different scenes and it's cutting, and then I'm like, wait a minute, who's holding the camera? Oh my god, that's a tripod. And I'm just like, come on. You try to convince us that your footage got stolen when you clearly had the deal before then, but I ain't mad mad at you because you knew Lies and Hip Slop wasn't gonna last forever. You knew that Stevie J and his wide nose got so many kids that it wasn't gonna be no crumbs for your baby. And so you said, I got to secure my future, even if I got to get smutted out by a stud on camera. But one thing we do know about Mimi is that this relationship is set to last because Mimi got a body that will last. I mean, golly, we know that box can take a beating between Stevie J and Nico. Her box has been stretched beyond belief, beyond your imagination, more than you can know. And if she can handle that, she can handle anything. I do want to ask y'all, between Mimi and Ty, who do y'all think wear the strap? What y'all think? Because even when I always thought it was Mimi, I was like, nah, man. Does Ty only wear the strap? Do Mimi wear the strap? Who take, are they verse? Who, like, what's, you know, Ty look good in that dress. I also didn't know Ty was carrying around all that dough. I mean, that's a lot of junk in her trunk she got carrying around. I got a question. Why is it that all the stud girls got all the ass? Now, Ty ain't got, you know, much in the titty department, but that's fine. But she probably got that shit padded and stuff down. But I'm trying to figure out, why do the studs be having all the ass? I just want to know, like, damn. Ty, we love you in that dress. And so we want to send a congratulations to Mimi. I want her to finally be happy. I want her to not have to be cheated on forever and ever. And who knew that all you needed was a stud to come and do a man's job? Every man wants a woman. Every man. I gotta stop saying that. That shit is stuck in my head forever. But we love him over here. We wish him the best. This will probably be on the next season of Lies and Hip Slop if the show ever comes back. But I say all that to say, damn, Stevie J messed her up. He messed her up so bad she went to the other side. All right, moving right along from that. Let's get that down. And I want to talk to y'all about sea moss, all right? Speaking of things to put in your mouth and down your throat, sea moss is a gift from God, all right? Sea moss gel contains over 90 of the 100 and something nutrients you need to put into your body to keep you safe from that Rona, keep that immune system boosted, and to clear out your throat from whatever you swallowed the night before. Don't run from it. Don't be scared. Put it in your smoothies and your shakes like I do every day, and I promise you will be better. Check out the link for that in the description box below. Are y'all ready to get into this last story? Are y'all ready to get into this last story? How she get the Faust name? Or Laramie changed her name to her dad's name when she was 18. So she didn't even meet her dad until she was a teenager, and she had her mother's last name, or Laramie, and whatever her mama's last name was. And then, you know, once she got to know her father, she took her father's last name. So that's how she became a Faust. You know, but her name is Laramie. All right, moving right along, we got to talk about Oprah Gail Winfrey, better known as Oprah Winfrey, and we got to talk about why she's full of shit and why she is pandering to blacks. Black women, don't let her suck you into her shit. We ain't gonna forget that, you know, just not that long ago, she was pretty much, you know, letting them Europeans go down there to South Africa and run through them girls, and she ain't never said nothing about that. She ain't never stood trial. Well, she stood trial for that over there, but she ain't never talked about that on her shit. I'm trying to figure out how in the hell you around Russell Simmons, you around Michael Jackson, you friends with these people, you in their house, and then you ended up being the one to do the specials on them to take them down. I'm trying to figure out why you didn't know, but you did know that the Michael Jackson kids was lying. You know Michael Jackson wasn't screwing them white kids. Michael Jackson went wrong because he was doing anything from them white kids, and the real niggas around him told Michael that that shit was not cool and it does not look right. You are a grown man. It's bad enough you walking around with white kids claiming and putting them off as yours. You know, you look like a reptilian. You got white kids and no mamas around, so all this shit looks weird. But in addition to all of that, you in the bed with little kids because you and your mind, or still a little kid because Joe Jackson beat any semblance of an adult out of you. Joe Jackson just ruined that whole family. I mean, you get the good with the bad. You know, ain't nothing like performing when you know you're gonna get your ass stomped out. But as far as your mental sanity and, you know, actually being able to deal with people, you just no good to nobody. You know, shout out to Janet. That's why none of her relationships last. Shout out to Jermaine Jackson. You know, that's why he still walking around with black tar in his head in 2020, and ain't nobody telling him that it's hot as hell outside and that shit is melted all the way down to his cheeks by now. But I came back to say that Oprah has been trying to work her way back into good graces after the Michael thing, after the Russell thing. In addition to that, what about that other Pakistani guy that you had on Soul for Sunday? Oprah. But Oprah, do you know anything about a soul? Who do you pray to, Oprah, and what do you believe? I just want to know. Because everybody around you being accused of pedophilia, and I just want to say, if it walk like a duck, crack like a duck, talk like a duck, it's a duck. If you blast everybody that's around you, I just want to say, Tyler Perry better watch out. I hope he got you on the NDA the same way them white folks got you on the NDA. That's why you don't talk about the Epsteins. That's why you don't talk. That's why you don't even talk about the meatpacking industry. You don't even tell the truth about the beef, because the one time you did really get really real, they damn near shut your ass down. You know, white folks is the folks that can shut you up. Just shout out to Nick Cannon. Has anybody heard from Nick Cannon since? What rock has he crawled up under with his turban? And so I say all this to say, and the way to get back in the good graces with black people, she has decided to put Breonna Taylor on the cover of Old magazine. And I just want to say, I mean, that's cool and all on the surface. Please arrest the officers that killed her unjustly. But putting all that aside, you don't give a damn about no Breonna Taylor. You don't give a damn about none of this shit. You don't give a damn about black folks in general. You didn't give a damn about Monique, and when she begged you not to bring her family onto the show, you know, when her family let her brother screw her, and you knew that was hard. I mean, you should know how hard that was when your whatever it was in your family that was screwing you too, and then your family had you cooking dinner and breakfast and eggs and grits and greens for the same one that was screwing you the night before and made you feel bad when you got pregnant at the age of 13, all because you was getting, I mean, just the messed up mindset. You should definitely understand, you are the one that said, you know, pedophilia feels good. You said that you are the one that got all these pictures with Epstein's, and you quiet about your shit, but you lied about everybody else. You are the one that sent Gil around there to interview R. Kelly and look at him like he's in the wrong when y'all participate in the same activities. And yes, that includes Naomi Campbell ass too. I'm calling out everybody, and I'm trying to figure out why you can call out everybody else, but ain't nan person told you to put them girls from South Africa on your panel and to give them a platform to talk about the shit that they went through down there at that school. You know, you said they are your girls, you said they are your daughters. Would you let your daughters get ran through like that? I know your family let you get ran through like that, but you want your girls to get ran through like that as well? What the hell? Let me tell y'all something about the industry. A lot of times, the reason why these celebrities go overseas to pick up kids, shout out to Madonna, because a lot of her shit wasn't even legal. Go overseas to adopt kids, shout out to Angelina Jolie. You know, a lot of them kids she didn't legally adopt. She just went in villages and never returned with the babies, because a lot of the babies came from parents that had already died anyway. And so, hell, what was one more less missing from the village? Nobody really noticed. And she raised them as they own, because they got enough money to do this shit. A lot of the reason why they do that is because they can get away with more stuff over there than they do over here. It's easier to traffic overseas than it is over here, because over there cash rules here too, but at least we got the semblance of society and rules. It's no holds barred over there. And so I'm trying to figure out how all your girls get ran through by them Europeans, and you have nothing to say about that, but you got something to say. Michael having sleepovers with little white kids that he ain't had no business having sleepovers with. You got something to say about Russell Simmons giving hoes cocaine and giving them raw penis, you know, on the floor of bathrooms. I'm trying to figure out the disconnect there, and I'm saying protect Tyler Perry at all costs, because y'all know you hold a lot of his secrets dear to your heart, and I just hope you don't ever mess that man over, because that man did help to save the OWN network. Because if you guys do not know, Tyler Perry had enough, and Tyler Perry's a billionaire too. He's a secret one. He has enough money on his own to have his own network. He did not need the OWN network, but he had to save the OWN network, because when Oprah made the OWN network, she tried to make that shit with white folks. Let's talk about all the white folks that screw you over, Oprah. Let's talk about the fact that Lindsay Lohan came and got $3 million from your ass for an 8-part docuseries and didn't even show up to work half the time. And when she did show up to tape, she was late and high. Damn, you paid $3 million for a crackhead. Damn, you could have gave that to to the struggling kids in this country. Damn, if you just want to get some money away, you could have gave half of that to me, Oprah. I'd at least came to work. I mean, damn, I might be a drug, but I'm not a drug addict. And so I say all that to say, at the end of the day, I want us to be honest about people and honest when they're pandering to us. Don't pander to anybody, because pandering don't do shit. We gonna tell it real and keep it real over here. If you really give a damn about injustice, then stand on that and stand for the justice of your girls over there in South Africa, because those are all black girls. Yes, black girls, they are. All right, stand on that first before you try to stand for anybody else. We got Breonna Taylor. We got that. You go handle your children, because you call them your kids. We didn't call them your kids. You call them that. You didn't make one for boys. You made one for girls. You specifically put that school over there. When you ain't from South Africa, you didn't go to Africa until you got money. You from Mississippi. Why you didn't open up no school in Mississippi? Because you weren't going to be able to do that same shit that you was doing over there in Africa. That's the absolute truth. Why Gail ain't left your house? Why y'all was quarantining together? Hell, Gail was actually allowed inside the house, and you kept stemming outside the gate in the outhouse. Damn, even though the outhouse is bigger than most of the houses that we can afford. I'm just saying, I just gotta keep it real. Shit just be bothering me and eating me up when these people just be lying, and you want to go and put Breonna Taylor on the cover, not because you give a damn. I don't give a damn if you spoke to her mother. You are a manipulator and a narcissist by nature. You see that shit you told Monique. Monique said, I met you as an 8th grader, and you told me I could be anything I want to be, only for her to get grown and you tell her, oh girl, I say that to everybody. Damn, Oprah, is hard work not the way up, or is it, selling your soul to them people? Is that the true way up? Oprah, let us know. You ain't sucking no baby blood over there, is you? Ain't no adrenochrome going over there, is you? Let me go in your closet. Let me bust in your closet like we had to bust out in any closet and see what kind of rituals you going on over there in there. Why you ain't left your house and all this time? Are you really that scared of getting Rona? Or do you got an ankle bracelet to your feet? I'm just saying, you ain't left the house. Ellen don't want to, her ass don't want to go to work. She was always happy to go to work and do that non-season ass dancing over that table, and now she just want to stay at home and strap Portia all day. Portia say she tired. Hell, Portia DeRossi ain't even got no meat on her bones to be constantly taking a strap like that. Damn. She's like, damn, baby, you ain't gonna go to work. Damn, baby, my back is sore. Damn, baby, my hips are sore. Ain't got no ass. I'm just trying to figure out what's really going on, and we're going to get to the bottom of it and continue to call shit out. No pandering over here. Keep it real, trill, and Holyfield. Thank you for the donation, Terry. How did y'all enjoy the show? How did y'all enjoy the show? Get that bread, get that head to leave. That's gonna be me in the industry. Get that bread, get that head to leave. I'm not finna be cussing out folks on the internet in my 50s. It's bad for your health. I'm gonna get my money in this, man. Listen, the Ellen DeGeneres joke, yes. She don't even want to go to work. They talking about all kinds of sexual misconduct, all kinds of racism and prejudice. Ellen is completely fake. And now that she done made her money, she ready to stay home and just eat up all the cucumbers in the world for the rest of her life. If you go to the store and it's a cucumber shortage, I want you to know it's because of Ellen DeGeneres. Loved it per usual. You lit tonight. This was a good one. Oh, thank you. Have you heard Move Your Hips? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I streamed it the same day it came out. It was good. You could have roasted Oprah harder. Okay. I done dragged her so many times. Please say they said one time coming. Just one time storm. You on Fighter Night? I love that you be keeping it real. Oh, great show. You my favorite. Oh, I appreciate that. I really, really do. Meg has a song with Cardi. Yes, she's doing a song with Cardi. I don't see nothing wrong with that personally. Get your money how you do. Cardi allegedly released the 8-track list for the new album. Cardi, we ain't had an album from you in 2 years, and we've been locked in the house all of 2020. And you mean to tell me all you gave us is 8 songs? My favorite would never. 2 years since the album. You barely performed the first one. And between all that downtime of having a baby, plastic surgery, beating up people, getting a knot put on your head, and running after the women that your man cheat on you with, you didn't have time to give us more than 8 songs? 8 songs. After 2 years, you're giving us an EP. I tell you what, people get it. I don't hate her. I don't hate her. See, y'all always think I hate her. I don't hate her. I think she's hilarious. I don't like the fact that she goes after blogs just because they say her name. This is what you wanted. You famous now. You can't stop people from saying your name. I don't like that she cussed out a blogger because a picture was shown of her looking frumpy lumpy. That's how you actually look. Damn. CC said, I don't care for Cardi B. I just don't see the talent. I like Cardi B. I like her music. But I want her to come better than that. You gotta give me more than 8 songs. You've been gone for 2 years. At least 15. She was recovering from that last surgery. Tiana Taylor album is fire. Tiana Taylor is slept on. We know that. Quality is better than quantity. But then you know what? That album better be fire. If you're only going to give me 8 songs in an album, I better be able to play it from start to finish. Let's start back making music where you can play it from start to finish. But don't nobody want to do that no more. Let's start telling a story with our albums, which is what we're actually supposed to do. Let's get back to that. But a lot of people don't. Oh, okay. Tiffany, embezzle. I'm in tango, in an embezzle, in tango, embezzle. I love my people. Do a breakdown of Scientology, okay. From sea to shining sea. Her shenanigans turn me off. I like her. I just don't like her going after bloggers like that. Let people do their damn job. Storm, what happened to your chin? Ain't nothing happened to my chin. That's the new standard. Nobody listening to 15-track album on CDs anymore. So all they giving us is 8 songs. Where is the talent? Where is the work? Where is the pen to the pad? This shit is garbage. I'm going back to 2005. I'm going back to 97 to 2005 music, and don't wake me up until they fix this shit. Damn, I done got that wet. That's a waste of time. 8 songs? That's it? Oh, God. Storm, I know an EP you can listen cover to cover. Tory Lanez just got deported. Yes, we're gonna talk about that. Yes, and now the songs are only 3 minutes long. Right, 8 songs, 3 minutes long, and half the song you just repeating the hook. You gave me 24 minutes of utter garbage. This music industry is a joke. We need an anti-music industry to actually give us music. Ain't that some shit? Then want us to feel bad when they stuck in bad contracts and they don't own anything. You don't own your shit. A lot of y'all don't have shit to own. Your stuff is garbage. Thank God you got the money that you did for it on the front end, because you're not going to get nothing on the back end. A lot of y'all would never make it as independent. That would require talent. And for you to get off your back and your knees. Cardi is doing OnlyFans. You and Tasha K are my favorites. Aw, it looked like you got cut. I didn't get cut. Wait a minute. Why y'all keep... Let me talk my real voice. Why y'all keep saying that? All right, let's see. Is that a cut? What the hell is that? Interesting. It's not a cut. I don't know what that is. Oh well. I don't even listen to rap music anymore. Tory didn't want to take that mark. He said, screw it, I'm going home. I don't think she doing OnlyFans just to gossip. We used to have 20 tracks, right? You had tracks, skits, interludes, you had all that. Now we have nothing. We have 8 3-minute songs. A lot of y'all make love through 24 minutes. I mean, I can't last that long, but I'm sure some of y'all got men that do. I can't. 24 minutes, that would be, wow. You hear about Kim and Kanye staying together? Yes, they are going to stay together long enough for her to get her stuff together and leave them, or for her to have them killed. I'm sorry, I accidental overdose. Let's see. What else? Yes, he just got deported. Yep, we know. Oh, okay. You could do it, put your back into it. I could do it with the ass to it. You can do it, put your back into it. I could do it, put my ass into it. Put your back into it. Put my ass into it. This is just an aggressive song. You could do it, put your back into it. I can do it, put your ass into it. You can do it, put your back into it. I can do it, put your back into it. Put your I don't know. It just sounds y'all leave my daddy's song alone. But really, out of 20 tracks, how many did you listen to? Shit. With the old ones, man, all of them. And the skits was funny. Can we get some? Everybody wants some. Our album used to be a musical. Yes. Remember when you get a CD and it had 2 discs? Oh my God. It had a part A and a part B. Oh my God. Okay. Do you know what I've always wanted from Nikki? Nikki, you gonna take this idea, you gonna make millions. I've always wanted a Nikki versus Roman deluxe CD. 10 songs from Nikki, 10 songs from Roman, and Nikki and Roman are going back and forth at each other throughout the tracks. I don't know why Young Money ain't never put that together. Maybe nobody ain't told Nikki, but that is what I have wanted from Nikki for years, and I have a platform now to finally say the crazy shit that be in my head. Look like you got slice on the chin. Okay. Mary J. My Life. Yes. You could play them all. Now, you know what? We say what we want about K. Michelle over here, but K. Michelle albums you can play from start to finish. You say what you want. Let's see. What else? What else on y'all mind? I Second That Storm. Yes. Remember Hidden Tracks? Yes. DJ Academic said Tory is in Miami. Ain't DJ Academics worried about his man? Oh, I was supposed to. Did I forget TEKASHI? I forgot TEKASHI69. I'll save it for another video. Is it Rihanna doing a double album? Rihanna ain't even giving us an album. Rihanna's becoming a billionaire right now, and that's fine. I'm just letting you know, don't go buy Fenty Skin if you have sensitive skin, because it has fragrance in it. And people with eczema and skin conditions cannot be putting fragrance skincare on their bodies. That wasn't smart. Rihanna, how much weed was you smoking when you thought to put that floral scent in your shit? I hope y'all go back to the drawing table and get an unscented and a scented. Girls with the acne, the eczema and the inflamed acne, they are not gonna like that shit. What's in that lemon head sippy cup? Oh, it's cranberry juice and flavored water. Did you grow more hair on your chin so it's a tiny space? Yeah, it is defined right here. It's getting really defined right here for some reason. That part didn't used to feel that hard. But Tony Braxton, yes, Tony Braxton don't need to make no more music though. Just play us the old stuff. I know it won't happen, but another Nicki and Trey Songz hit. That was my shit. It's Mr. Still Your Girl. That was my shit. Trey? I said, oh, Trey, did you think you can buy me a bottle of rosé? If you got to get cool, I'ma stop her. Radio, papa, radio, papa. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I really such a. How do I remember that? How do I remember the lyrics? Slim, baby, and we be doing donuts and we doing the 380s. We give a lot of money to the babies out in Hades and all around the world. Do you hear me? Do you like my body? And the neck. How do I know that? How do I remember that? Rest in peace to Nicole Smith. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Enough of that. What's in that pineapple? Flavored water. You look like you have long or perfectly curled eyelashes. Danny, I definitely do not curl my eyelashes. This is by nature. They used to be a lot longer. A lot of them fell out with puberty, but they used to be really long. That's nature, not curled. I would never. I would never. Storm, I've had a crush on your daddy Ice Cube for 15 years. Well, look, you can go get him. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. That's what I was talking about on your chin. Storm, I sent you an email about some business. Yes, I'ma holler at you. I'm behind the emails. My bad. I apologize. I will be caught up by like tomorrow or the day after. Cause you a bar. I am. Like, I can't help it. It's just like how, like, it's like I know. It's like I feel the lyrics in my spirit. It's like, how do I be knowing though? What kind of witchcraft did she put on me? He's sipping that champagne and that cup like Mariah. You know, if I'm gonna sip like Mariah, first of all, I need to be carried around in this chair. I need to wear 8 pairs of Spanx, and I need to live off of champagne, capers, and fish, because that's what Mariah Carey lives off of. That's why her face so damn big, because she eats nothing but all that salt and liquor. And 8 pairs of Spanx to keep that stomach flat. Now, y'all want to know how Mariah can sit like this to the crowd? You wear 2 pairs of Spanx or a waist trainer, you squat, and you can keep your back perfectly straight. Y'all ain't heard it from me. I just know tricks of the trade. Check your thyroids. That's a symptom. Hey, Storm, love your tight muscle shirt. Wait a minute. Muscle shirt? This ain't a muscle shirt. These are just muscles. These are shoulders. Once again, nature. Let's see. That's Bob the pineapple. Yes. You a low-key bar. Pretty much high-key at this point. Mariah got that water retention with all the extra salt. Yeah, that's her diet. Capers and champagne. When you research her ingredients, they're irritants to the skin and don't... Man, listen. What about Trey Songz and Nikki touching loving? I don't remember a lot of it. Was that the one where Nikki was like a real nigga, fucking real bitch? I think that's the one. I think so. Who were the celebs on Epstein's flight? Barack Obama, Jay-Z. They say Beyonce. I don't want to believe that one though. Naomi Campbell. And many, many more. We gonna go through them all. I'm so disappointed. Storm, never noticed those tats. Oh, what are they? Okay. So I my tattoos ain't. I feel like y'all seen them already, but that's the word faith there. That's a dove. Then here it says freedom. This said, what the hell does that say? Oh, that says strength. Grandmother's birthday here. Perfectly imperfect there. That's it. That's all I got. I'm glad I didn't buy any Fenty. I'm glad I didn't buy any Fenty because I would have been upset if my face broke out. Yes, don't buy it. I could believe Obama. Did they all head out to that devilish island? Tony Braxton and her vibrator facial. First of all, Tony Braxton has been using a vibrator for years. I mean, you ain't seen too many men run around there except her ex-husband and Birdman. And is Birdman really hitting that? I feel like that's more of a business deal than an actual. Do you? Ooh, Tony Michelle Braxton, I think a lot less of you if you let Birdman get on top of you. Or is this like Brokeback Mountain where he only want to do it doggy style while you face the wall? Should he just be a man about it? Did you wait for him for 7 whole days? Do you love you some him? Do you just let go and let it flow? Woo! Let it flow. Everything's gonna work out right, you know. Let it flow. Do you do that? Why your Cash App says user not found? I don't know. It's stormmonroe93. I don't know why. You can also try my email to type it in. monroestorm59@gmail.com. PayPal me. Super chat me. I need it. Tony claims she only used it on her face. Yeah, right. the pulsations on that thing wasn't even that strong like that. She knows she done wore that out. She needs to change some batteries. How did that not come to light about Barack Obama? Because they got money. Birdman like men, right? Who said men?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, burning candles and talking stuff.
Oh yeah, my prayer candles.
Oh man, I've been in there sweating, burning some calories. I said, okay, Lord, let me go on ahead and go to bed. And I said, let me go get me some water so I can start cooling my body down.